Hello again. So today I'm going to be using Carols Daughter Sacred Tiare anti-breakage and anti-fridge 4-in-1 combing cream on my hair. It says it's for damaged, fragile, frizzy, and unruly hair. It detangles without breaking, deeply moisturizes, enhances natural shine, and preps hair for a smooth style. It has copra, coconut oil, keratin, and coconut water in it. So my hair's already been washed and conditioned, and like these sections here all along the back are definitely tangled, so I'll be able to tell whether or not this is a good detangling option for me. So I'm just going to get started. It's a very creamy consistency, like a conditioner. Now, the instructions, let me read the instructions really quick. Or the guidelines for use. It says, use on wet hair to detangle and strengthen. Use on wet hair to detangle and strengthen before combing or styling. Apply a quarter-size amount into palms of hands and work through hair. Apply it evenly from roots to tips. Use a wide tooth comb or your fingers to detangle small sections one at a time. Apply more cream as needed to help reduce frizz and enhance your style. Do not rinse out. So, quarter size on all this hair I have, never will it ever work. I mean, I probably did 2/4 on this little first section in the front here, right here, up here. So, I mean, Carols Daughter is made for a wide range of hair textures. So, obviously, their applying instructions are going to vary depending on the texture and density of your hair. Like, my hair is very coarse and very full. So, I always need to use more than what is recommended. So, I think this little section here is nicely saturated. And I'm actually just going to style my hair as a wash and go. So I'm just placing it in chunky twists for right now to work the product through the hair. And then I'm just going to take it out. So this section here is very much tangled. So let's see what it does. So actually that section right there that I did is pretty much detangled. So it definitely seems to do that. Let's do a little here. So I will say it is definitely detangling my hair. This is the amount of hair that is coming out so far. The product, my hair seems to absorb it pretty well as well. So that's good. I think that my hair doesn't have a problem absorbing product. It's just, for me, it's just an issue where I never feel like anything works. Never feel like anything works. My opinion on moisture is, if a conditioner is supposed to be conditioning and moisturizing and all of these wonderful things, my hair should feel soft for at least 3 or 4 days. I don't think that's too much to ask. If it's braided with the product in, like a leave-in or a balm of some sort, my hair should feel soft for like a week, 2 weeks, depending on how long it's braided. Because when your hair is braided up, it's not being manipulated. It's not coming in contact with the pillows and clothes. The product shouldn't be rubbing off, so it should have more of a lasting effect. Look at all this hair. It should have more of a lasting effect on your hair than using the product when your hair is just out, like it will be for this style, because it's going to come in contact with things. It's going to dry out from the air. So at this point, it's thoroughly distributed with about the suggested amount applied, maybe a little more, not tons. You haven't seen any areas where it appears that product is just sitting on my hair. So I wasn't heavy-handed with it like I am with everything else. You know, if you're doing a wash and go style and you apply conditioner and such to your hair and you're heavy-handed with it, when you get outside, it's going to be chunks of white. And you always have people, something's in your hair, wipe that. And it's like, I need it, I want it. So I won't say I'll have that issue with this, because it seems like my hair is soaking it up. And also, I was not heavy-handed with it. So I'm just going to grab the I'm just going to comb it out with a wide tooth comb in a couple of areas, just to see how easy it is to comb it out, because sometimes, you know, I feel a little resistance when I use a comb on my hair. So I'm just going to comb it out and see if this makes it any easier to use a comb on my hair and not feel as much resistance. I'll also take this out because there's no point. These two. So essentially, although it looks crazy, you know, Frederick Douglassy, I actually love my hair to have the body and the fullness that it has. So this is the shape that I would like for it to have when it dries. My hair loves some good shrinkage, so it'll look a lot shorter than this, but essentially it'll look like it's a little bit of a side part situation going on. So this part I finger detangled, and I thought it was pretty detangled, but we coming up off some tangling with the comb. Combing it out also elongates, stretches the way my hair looks, which is better because it's going to shrink anyway. So the more stretched it is while it's wet and drying, a little less shrinkage I'll have, because I love my hair to look very long and full of body like it is. I mean, it's long, it's coarse, and it's full. I hate when it shrinks and it looks short and just matted. So the back of my hair is much curlier than the front. Therefore, it mats the most, shrinks the most. So I like to target these areas. The big old comb. And just stretch it out a little bit. Okay. So I will say, combing it, a few more hairs. There is a little resistance. It doesn't hurt. In some of my videos, when I'm finger detangling or comb detangling my hair, you'll see my face like, it's not necessarily pain, but for me, if I feel a little bit of pulling, I'm always like that. Just because I don't like to be tugging and pulling on my hair from the roots. I'm trying to keep every single strand And some more strands. So automatically it's just a natural reaction for me to go like this. Because I'm like, oh, what are you doing? But sometimes you have to give it a little bit of pressure. Like the back here probably could have used far more product than I applied. Even that noise I hate. I hate that noise. With a passion. I spend all the time combing hair for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Combing hair because I want to have my fingers in my hair. Being extra combing hair and pulling out hairs that I'm going to crop out later. Just jabbing at the roots. I feel like, let me see. Enhances natural shine. My hair has a really respectable luster to her. A lovely little shine to her. So if I'm out and about and I see a little glimmer, if I look at my reflection, I'll be excited. So I will definitely let you know about that. So at this point, I'm done. Came out during my detangling process, which is really nothing, especially since my hair was really tangled. Might still have some tangles in it. You do want to be mindful of how much your hair is shedding, how much hair comes out when you're combing and stuff, because if it's an excessive amount, then you want to do something about that. We want to keep our hair on our heads and not on the floor, right? Not in the trash can, not in the garbage receptacle. So you want to be mindful about how much hair is shedding. And for me, I know my hair sheds not a lot. It sheds, it does not break. Breakage is when like it's breaking in the middle of a strand. You can tell it looks torn, it looks pulled. My hair has a good elasticity to it, so it doesn't break, but it does shed. I don't feel like at this point it's at an alarming amount. There was a point where it was an alarming amount. Maybe I'll discuss that in another video. If you want to know how I combated my excessive shedding, just leave a comment below and maybe I'll do a separate video for that. I will come back and show you what it looks like air dried. Maybe add a couple of pictures from hours from now. It's been a couple of hours since I put the combing cream in my hair. It's mostly dry. It's a little moist toward the root part, but it's mostly dry. You can see how much it shrank. I decided to put 2 twists in the front of my hair just to see how well they would set. I left it twisted for about an hour or so. And it set pretty well. I do feel like this has a nice amount of volume and bounce to it. Hopefully. Okay. You can see the curl to it after an hour. So I think this would be a great styling aid. If you're someone who likes to do your hair in the morning, you can wake up in the morning, moisten your hair and do chunky twists in it. And then when you get to work, take them out and I think they'll be set. Or if you do it the night before and let them set overnight, they'll definitely be set and ready for you to wear and not mess up easily. I only left mine in for an hour, so the root area isn't as curly, but I think for an hour is pretty good. My hair definitely, I feel, I wouldn't say it feels soft, but I can definitely feel like there's some product on it. It's still a little moist. My hair typically takes like 10 hours, not 10, maybe 6 hours to completely dry, so the root is still wet, moist throughout most of my hair. Yes, so I don't feel like it's super shiny or any more shiny than I'm used to it being. It definitely did help with the detangling process. I think it also helped with the style. So I think this would be a great styling aid and a leave-in conditioner situation for you. But my hair is not like uber soft. I think it feels maybe a little softer than if I had put in one of the Canichums and left it in. It may feel just a little bit softer, but I am going to try this product again for a full style and let it set for several days. So look out for that video. It'll be coming to you soon. Thanks for watching. Until next time, please don't forget to share and subscribe.